Hello everyone to another class for CFA Level 1. In today's class, we will be starting with a fresh reading by the name of valuing derivatives using one-period binomial model. So, valuing derivatives using a one-period binomial model, we will use our power book. In the power book, it is a two-pager chapter. So, quite a small chapter, but the concept is important and you should be able to understand this in entirety. Again, you can expect one question out of this topic. So, let's start. So before we start with binomial model, we need to understand what are we valuing over here. Okay. So the first fundamental question that you should ask yourself is what are we valuing? Okay. Now what are we valuing? Pertinent question. So we will take it up from our previous video. In the previous video, we have seen what are options. Yes or no, guys? We have seen what are options. In the options, we saw that one party gets the right and the second party gets the obligation. Yes or no, guys? Did we see one party getting the right, other party getting the obligation? And we also discussed in the previous video that the party who is getting the right will pay to the other party who is getting an obligation an amount which we had named as premium. And what was that amount for? That amount was as a consideration to get the right. Guys, yes or no? Are we clear till this point? The amount which was, being paid by the party who was getting the right to the party who was getting an obligation was in exchange for a consideration of getting the right, and we had termed it as premium. Okay. So when we talk about valuation, so when we are talking about valuation, we are actually valuing the amount which should be paid by the option buyer or the person who has the right to the option seller or who is the obligation holder. So basically, what are we valuing? We are valuing the amount which should be paid by the option buyer to the option seller. So basically, what we are doing in short, we are calculating the premium amount. So when we talk about valuing an option or valuing a derivative using a one-period binomial option, one-period binomial model, we are not doing nothing but we are calculating the amount of premium that should be paid by the option buyer to the option seller. Guys, are we clear? I hope we are clear with this simple understanding. What are we actually valuing? Now, when we come to valuation of options, there are two pertinent models that are used. One is a binomial model. The other is the Black-Scholes model. Binomial model again can usually It is one period and multi-period, and usually you don't have any bifurcation for Black-Scholes, but Black-Scholes model is an advanced model, and you will learn this model in level 2. Are we clear, guys? Level 2 and some part will also be there in level 3. Okay. In your level 1, what you have is a one period binomial model. So, guys, are we clear with the entire framework of binomial model for level 1? What are valuing of options? What are the different models available for valuing? And what are we actually doing in level 1? Means what is the small portion we are doing? Guys, are we clear? I suppose we are clear, guys. So, we are moving ahead. So, let us see the definition of binomial model, and then we will take it up with the help of examples and all. So, what does binomial model say? The binomial model is an option valuation model. Yes, we have just learned that binomial model is an option valuation model that assumes that the stock price will have two possible movement at a time, either up or down. It generates different path of stock evolution, and as a result of which we have a distribution of stock prices as well as option payoff at the end. So what are these? Now let us understand this entire text. Binomial model, what it is saying, binomial model says that the prices of stock, okay, let us assume S0, it has only two paths. Either it will go up to S1 plus, or it will go down to S1 minus. So binomial model is saying that there is only two possible paths of a stock. Either it will be S1 plus or it will be S1 minus. Then attached to it, it is also saying that since there are only two possible paths of a stock, so the value of the option or the option payoff. What is payoff? Option payoff is nothing but the $500, which $500 or the $0 which we were discussing in the previous class, when the gold rate moved from 10,000 to 10,500 or 9,500, the difference between the exercise price and the stock price or the commodity price was the payoff. So the possible path because of the possible path of the stock, the payoff of an option is also only 2. So basically, when the stock is moving from S0 to S1 plus and the stock is moving down from S0 to S1 minus, the option can also be payoff plus and payoff minus. It is a simple analogy that binomial model is drawing. It is saying that we are assuming that stock price can only go up or it can only go down. Because of this movement, there is only two possible value of an option at one point of time. Okay, either it will be up or it will be down. Guys, are we clear? Guys, are we clear what binomial model is saying? We will learn it with an example. Don't worry. What it is saying next. Then it is saying that there is a risk neutral approach in binomial model. Okay. So binomial model in itself is saying that the prices of stock can only go up or only go down, because of which there is only two possible paths for an option payoff. Either it will be payoff plus or it will be payoff minus. This is the logic. Okay. Then we come to the risk neutral approach of binomial model. What does it say? It says that under the risk neutral approach, the probability of up move and the probabilities of down move is calculated using the risk neutrality approach. Okay. So first we learned about binomial model, what a binomial model is. Okay. Binomial model is saying two possible paths. Okay. Then we come to risk neutral approach. To binomial model. Okay. Risk neutral approach to binomial model. The risk neutral approach to binomial model, why it is required? The risk neutral approach will give us the probability of up move and down move. So why do we need a risk neutral approach? The risk neutral approach in binomial model will give us how do we compute the probability of the stock moving up and how do we compute the probability of stock moving down. So let us see what it is saying. It is saying it has a certain denotation. So Ru is the up move factor, Rd is the down move factor. In various situations where Rd is not given, 1 by up move factor is considered to be the down move factor. Okay. Then we have to see pi u and pi d. What is pi u? Pi u is 1 plus Rf minus Rd divided by Ru minus Rd is equals to risk neutral approach of up move, and 1 minus pi u is risk neutral approach of down move. What is 1 plus Rf? 1 plus Rf minus Rd divided by Ru minus Rd. Now over here we know what is Rd. Rd is the down move factor. Yes or no? What is Ru? Ru is the up move factor. Okay. What is Rf? Rf over here is nothing but risk free rate. Okay. Now if you want to learn more about what Rf means, what are the indications, and what are the different types of interest rate and all, you can refer my earlier videos for time value of money. They are uploaded on YouTube. So when you browse through those videos, you will have a in detail understanding of what interest rates are and what are the important concepts associated with interest rate, and you will have a more clearer vision about interest rate. Okay. However, you have to understand one very basic limitation about the risk neutral approach is that the actual probabilities of up move and down move do not directly enter into the calculation while calculating the option value under the risk neutral approach. So what does this line means? If you see, we are calculating the up move and down move probability based on the up move factor and the down move factor. But anywhere are we discussing what can be the actual probability in which the stock will move up and stock will move down? Are we talking about actuals or are we talking about factors? Guys, if you look at it thoroughly, in our entire discussion that we have had till now, we are not discussing about actual probabilities. Okay, that is only clarified by this line that in the entire risk neutral approach, we are not bothered with the actual probabilities of up move and down. So now, how do we calculate option value? Let us take an example, otherwise I know you guys will not be able to understand. So let us take an example. A stock is priced at $50. Okay. It is expected to either go to $60 or $40. Okay. After one time period. Okay. The person is contemplating to buy an to buy a call option with strike price or exercise price as $55. Okay. The risk free rate is 5%. Compute the value of option today and after one time period. Okay, guys. So let me just read the question again. A stock is priced at $50. Okay. It is expected to either go 60 or 40 in one time period. So we have a stock which is priced at $50 and we are told that it is expected to go either to 60 or 40. Okay. We are again told that a person is contemplating to buy a call option. What is call option? Let us repeat it again. What is call options? We are trying to call, which means we are having the right to buy. Okay. What is a strike price or exercise price, guys? It is $10,000 as per our previous example. At 55, we have to compute the value of option today and after one time period. So let us start with the solution. What we are given, the price of stock is today at 50. It can go to 60 or it can come down to 40. Compute the value as per risk neutrality method. Okay. So we are given 50 can go to 60 or 40. Now we have to compute first as per risk neutrality method. I have to compute the up move and down move factor. Yes or no, guys? How do we compute up move and down move? So RU or up move can be calculated as the price of stock of after increase or S1 plus divided by S0, which is 60 by 50, which is none other than 1.2, and the down move factor can be S1 minus or price after decrease divided by S0, which is 0.8 or 40 by 50. Correct? We have the first step we are done with. Guys, we are done with computing the up move and down move factor. Guys, we are done with the first step. Then what we will do? The second step will be compute probability. What is the probability of up move factor 1 plus RF minus RD divided by RU minus RD? What is this 1 plus 0.05? Since it was 5% minus 0.8 divided by 1.2 minus 0.8. Yes or no, guys? 1 plus RF. What is RF? RF is risk-free rate. It is given in the question and it will always be given in the question. So you guys don't need to worry about it. Okay, guys. So what is it? It is 0.25 divided by 0.4. It is nothing but 62.5% probability. What is the probability for decrement? 1 minus up move, which is 1 minus 0.625, which is nothing but 37.5%. Yes or no, guys? So till now, what we have been able to compute is the up move and down move factor and the probability. Now the third step will be computation of payoff at each node or at each movement. Okay, what is it? What is computation of payoff? So when the price, in case price has increased from $50 to $60, what is the payoff? What is the payoff? Guys, what is the payoff? What was the strike price? Strike price was 55. So the payoff will be 60 minus 55, guys. Yes, this is the benefit that the person will get. $5. In case price decreases from 50 to 40, what will the person do? Guys, what will the person do? Since the person has the right to exercise, will the person exercise his right? If he is getting something at 40 in the open market, will he exercise the right to buy the same thing at 55? No. In this example, he was getting the stock at $60 from the market. He had the right to buy it at 55, so he has exercised it. When he has the right to buy it at 55, when the market price is 40, will he buy from the market? No. So in this case, the payoff will be 0. Guys, yes or no? Guys, we are not going into the technical terminologies over here. Otherwise, I can also give you max and min logic of maximum of 0 or this and that, but I'm not going into those logic. I'm being very logical over here. If you open any book, if you open any video on YouTube, you will see a lot of technical terminologies being used. S plus, C plus, S minus, C minus. There are a lot of things that we will cover later on. Don't worry, guys, when the detailed video comes. In this video, let us first try to understand the concept. What is call option? Call option is the right to buy. When I will exercise it? When the price increases. Now when the strike price was at 55, the market price was at 60. The market price was at 60. I exercised that right and I got 5. But when the market price fell to 40, will I ever exercise my right? No, I will not exercise my right. Why? Because it is a loss to me if I exercise the right, so it will always be at 0. So, but now you have to understand the probability of earning this $5 is 62.5%. Yes or no? And the probability of earning $0 is 37.5%. So you cannot say that you are 100% sure that you will earn $5. At the same time, you cannot say that you are 100% sure that you will earn $0. Now over here, the concept that is introduced to us is expected payoff. What is expected payoff? The expected payoff is option value at up move into up move probability plus option value at down move. So basically option value at up move is given as CU and option value at down move is given as CD. Option value of down move into down move probability. So what will be the computation? It will be 5 into 62.5% plus 0 into 37.5%. Guys, are you getting it? So it will be $3.125. So you can say that after one period, I expect to earn 3.125. Why? Because your expectation has two movements, one upwards and other downwards. So this is also known as expected payoff and to your surprise, it is also known as option value after one period. So this is the value of option after. So we have already done this computation. What was the requirement of the question? We had to compute the value of option after one period, guys. Yes or no? So we have already done it. Now the only thing left for it is to compute the option value today. How do we compute it, guys? How do we compute it? There is a simple trick. Option value today, or you can say premium, is equals to expected payoff divided by 1 plus risk free rate. Why? Why this 1 plus risk free rate is given as denominator? This concept is nothing but known as discounting. So basically, this expected payoff is a future sum. What is future sum? This 3.125 that you are getting over here. Will you earn this today or will you earn this after 1 year? This 3.125 which you can earn from the option, this 3.125 which you can earn from the option after a year, which is a expected earning after a year. Are you earning it today or are you earning it after a year? You are earning it after a year. And when you watch my time value of money video, you will understand that $1 today is not equivalent to $1 after 1 year. $1 today is more valuable than $1 after 1 year. So basically, $1 after 1 year is less than $1 today. So what are we doing? We are discounting. So basically, if I am earning $3.125 after a year, the value today is 3.125 divided by 1.05. So basically, the equivalent value today is $2.976. So basically, the value of 3.125 after a year means uh, after a year, when the value is 3.125, its equivalent value today is 2.976, and we call it option value today. Or this is the premium which theoretically should be paid by the option buyer to the option seller. This is the premium which should be theoretically paid by the option buyer to the option seller. So, guys, are we clear? See, let me repeat again, guys. The entire topic which we have studied now, basis logic. When you look it into the books, you will see a lot of technical terminologies being, not technical terminologies, but a lot of signs and a lot of symbols being used. Those symbols are nothing. When you grab the concept in a very logical manner, you will be able to retain it. That's why I have avoided using, as much as I can, I have avoided using technical symbols and signs. So, for example, when we were talking about payoff, when we were talking about payoff, if you guys have seen the book, so the payoff for an option, call option, the payoff for a call option is given as maximum of 0, comma s1 minus s0. What, or s0? What is s0? S0 is the strike price. What is S1? Price when option is to be exercised. Okay. So when we apply this formula of maximum 0, comma S1 minus S0 into this logic, what is now maximum of 0, comma? What is S1 when the price has increased to 60? It will be 60. What will be S0? It will be 55. So the formula says maximum of 0, comma 5. So it will be 5. Now when there is a down move, maximum of 0, comma, what is S1 when the price has moved to 40? It will be 40. What will be S0? 55. So it will be maximum of 0, comma minus 15. What is a bigger number? 0 is a bigger number than minus 15, so it will be 0. So see, over here we have computed 5 and 0 using logic, but in the book you will see denotations like this with respect to identifying the payoff for a call option. Similarly, you have put option as well, same kind. In the similar manner, you have maximum of 0, comma S0 minus S1 payoff for call option. Sorry, payoff for put option. Similarly, option value is given as this is nothing but probability of up move into payoff at up move plus probability of down move into payoff at down move divided by 1 plus risk free rate to the power the number of years for which we are trying to discount the option value. So, for example, in our example, the stock price was moving from 50 to 16 1 year. Okay. Suppose I would have given that the stock price is moving from 50 to 16 2 years, then it would have been 1.05 to the power 2. So basically, it would have been 3.125 divided by 1.05 to the power 2. Why? Because the price movement from 50 to 60 or 50 to 40 is for 2 years. So guys, these are the technical formulas used, and the example that we took and the solve that we made was from the pure play logic. Guys, if you want, please write the formula. But I hope what I have taught logically makes sense to you. Guys, the topic is not over. There is one more remaining portion, hedge ratio. So we will do hedge ratio in the next class. I hope you found this video informative and happy studying.